good morning. It's 7:04 on this Thursday, April 28th. It's time to head to Studio B for Coleman and Company.
Well, hello everybody and welcome. It is a Thursday morning and we're already having a party here, but we welcome you to Coleman and Company. And of course, we're on the air for Bates Ford, 1673 West Main in Lebanon. Our usual two are with us. Paul Tubbs, now the general manager. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I got your new card in my pocket here. And you got a new title.
Yes, I think it's the same. I get the same responsibilities, just a different name. So, it all goes the same.
And Ronnie Kelly is here this morning. Ronnie, good morning.
Good morning.
In sales for 35 years at Bates Ford and Burchett together. You've been there longer than Mr. Bates has.
Yes, sir.
But good to see you both. Well, we talk about a lot of things here. We get a lot in our 5 or 6 minutes every Thursday morning. But where you want to head off this morning, Paul?
We're just rocking and rolling. Got a lot of stuff going. Had a good day yesterday. Got some good trades. Got a couple of vehicles. We did kind of get something a little rare for us. Customer brought in a little motor home. It's like a kind of a smaller one you drive. We traded for it, I guess, Wednesday. So they wanted a vehicle. So they come in and got, they weren't using it. Like we say, if you've got something that you're not using, I had 2 or 3 customers call me yesterday, and a lot of times I'll just give them my cell phone number and say, text me pictures of the vehicle and miles and stuff. And, we'll give you an offer on it. I'll text them right back generally what we're going to give them for it. But it's a pretty easy process, and if you want to sell it, come in, we'll get you a check.
Ronnie, I'm looking at his face this morning. He's been out in the sun, hasn't he?
Yes, sir.
Golf or baseball?
A little of both. Baseball's kind of, Lebanon youth. I really enjoy my kids and time up there, but, we've had a little trouble with rain, and then I got a little 9U travel team that I coach from a lot of the kids from Lebanon Youth Baseball. But no, I've been baseballing it. We had the Battle of the Bats tournament down at the park this weekend for Lebanon Youth Baseball, so I spent my Saturday down there.
Yeah. Well, Ronnie, tell us about your best deal today.
Oh, we got a great deal on some. We got some F-150s. We got a 20-mile F-150 with 25,000 miles on it. Great vehicle. We got people that coming by looking for several different vehicles. Then we also have a Maverick truck that we got in. It's a 22, and that's the new truck that Ford has out, and it has 25,000 miles on it. We had a gentleman that bought it, and he loved the truck, but he just want to go back to an F-150.
Oh.
And so that truck is there. It's white. It's a great deal on that truck. And we had several people come by and drive that truck. And we have several ordered already, but they haven't came in yet. But if you want to look at a Maverick truck, come on down to Bates Ford.
Well, Ronnie will take care of it. You've been doing it for 35 years.
Yes.
What else this morning?
Yeah, and on that Maverick, that's like a little small truck. It's smaller than a Ranger, so it's pretty neat if somebody's looking for some way to haul a few things. But not only, it's a very good vehicle. Yesterday we did get some Lincolns. One thing that we did get is we got a couple Lincoln Aviators. I've had several people ask me about them. Those are kind of similar to an Explorer with Lincoln stuff, a little bit more dressed up than an Explorer. I've got a couple of them coming, so we do have some good inventory, and on our service side, we're just rocking and rolling. That's the big reason why we're trying to push forward and get this new dealership built, is we just stay so swamped in service. Our oil change, of course, we run the best oil change deal in town. We're doing them all day long. I mean, generally every morning we've got 15, 20 people waiting to get the car serviced, and several tires that we did yesterday. We always meet or beat anybody's price on tires, and of course we always talk about our batteries. Our batteries, $134.95, 100-month warranty, 3-year free replacement, and we'll install them in free on most vehicles.
Well, with all that going on, no wonder you're busy. Some days you probably sell more tires, some days more batteries, and you're changing oil all the time.
Yeah, our oil change is consistent. I keep 5 to 6 guys, and I got 2 extras where if I get in a pinch, I can kind of pull them off and get them to do it. But, that's one thing we try to do, is we try to get them in and out as quick as possible. But like I always say, we don't just slap oil in it and send you on your way. We try to give you a good inspection and tell you any kind of necessary needs that you might have.
Well, spring is here, and it is getting warmer, and people are out, and a lot of people find out they might need a little bit better transportation, right, Ronnie?
Correct. And spring is one thing, and Paul is very, very busy, but he also still get our used cars out and get them on the lot. So if you come down and you don't see something on our lot, talk to one of our sales staff. So it may be in the back. They may not have it serviced at this point, but we'll take you back there and show you the vehicle, and maybe you'll be riding out in a baked Ford.
All right, we'll wrap it up for us, Paul.
Well, yeah, and one thing he was saying is the thing about it is we want to make sure we're selling quality. You know, I know our new vehicles, but our used as well. So even if something's got some miles or something you want to sell it, bring it to us. We'll go through the vehicle and make sure everything's good. I make them do a real good inspection before we put it out on the road. So if you've got anything you're interested in, just come down and give us a holler.
All right, Bates Ford, 1673 West Main in Lebanon, the dealer to trade for anything you don't need. And Paul and Ronnie, see you all next Thursday.
See you.
Okay, we're 10 and a half after the hour, and on this Thursday morning, I want to welcome a gentleman who probably needs no introduction, but we'll give him one anyway, the one and only Uncle Pete.
Good morning, Wilson County and the surrounding areas. This portion of your program today is being brought to you by the veterans of Wilson County. Reach out and touch one today.
Good morning.
Tell them how much they're important.
Yes, that means a lot, doesn't it?
It does. It does. If I see any person anywhere with anything military on them, the first thing I say is thank you for your service.
Mm-hmm. Well, you've been there and done that, but even so, you still thank the others
Yes.
who have.
Yes. Always.
Yeah. Well, it's good to see you, and you have been coming most every month. Last month we got busy in some other ways, and it's been 2 months since you've been here, but
okay.
Welcome back. And this does give us an opportunity to let people know some of the services that are available for veterans, and sometimes they may not really know all about that. This at least is an opportunity for people to be a little bit better educated about what is available to help veterans in a time of need. And that can be somebody who is maybe young and in their 20s, but you're helping people that are in their even 70s and 80s at times.
A couple in their 90s.
Really.
And what a lot of people don't know, if you're the widow or widower of a veteran, you might be entitled to benefits. If you have a grandmother or a mother or a great-grandparent who were in the military, or their husband or wife was in the military, they could be eligible for certain benefits. We have an outstanding veteran service office with 2 qualified veteran service officers who can help you find out.
And that's really the place to go to
Yes,
find out.
absolutely. Go
if
there
they come
first.
and ask you, you're going to
That's
send
where
them
I'm going
there.
to send them.
Right.
That's where I'm going to send them.
And it doesn't hurt to ask.
Yeah, like one of them said one day, you're only a mouse click away from me knowing everything about you. But everything is computerized.
Yeah.
Everything is computerized, and it's amazing things. You know, if you another thing that the veterans of Wilson County do in conjunction with some other counties, old electric wheelchairs, hum-around scooters, all of these things, we're refitting them and going through them, putting new batteries and stuff in them, and putting them back out. And a lot of times a widow might not qualify for one, but they do with us.
Yeah.
So we reconstitute, as somebody said one time, ramps.
Uh-huh.
So if you have a spouse or something that had a ramp and it's on your house and you don't need it right anymore, call us. We'll come take it apart and put it in the holding area, and 9 times out of 10, turn it around, put it back out for somebody that does.
I don't think you've ever mentioned that before, and I hadn't even thought about something like that. But there is such thing as
I got to pick up one today. That's what made me remember.
A used ramp
Yes.
is what we're talking about.
Yes.
And refinish it and make it functional for somebody else.
Yes, especially with the cost of lumber today, we can take a ramp apart if it's made out of wood and pretty well salvage it and then turn around and put it back. There is a lot of aluminum ramps that the VA is putting out, and that's what they're going to nothing but aluminum now. So if you've got one of those, they're just unbolt them, stack them up, and put them back out. And every one of them are adjustable. So 9 times out of 10, we can make an aluminum ramp off of somebody else's house work on yours.
Mm-hmm. All right. People might like to contact you. Okay, to give out your phone number.
I'm easy. 615
805-804-4404.
You got it. You're on the money.
804-4404.
Yes, sir.
Plus 615.
Yes.
All right. Pete Norman, better known as Uncle Pete to most of us, is here, and we're going to talk more after we go to this break here on Coleman and Company, FM 98.9.
And at 7:14, let's see what's happening on the roadways. Want to thank our friends at Absolute Kubota. They have Exmark, large inventory of Exmark mowers for homeowners and commercial users. #1 selling brand, bought 2-to-1 over any other commercial mower brand. 1506 West Main. Now at traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning. T-Dot's behind a car up against the wall in a tricky spot. It's 65 northbound at Briley Parkway in Madison. Central Pike and OHB and Hermitage. 2 cars involved in the crash there. Also, it's heavy now on I-40 coming in through Mount Juliet. Gatlinburg Wine Cellar is home of the world-famous cotton candy wine. Check them out at GatlinburgWineCellar.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Renewal happens here at Lebanon Center for Rehabilitation and Healing. Lebanon Center for Rehabilitation and Healing has experienced new leadership and a new atmosphere. Same location in the heart of Lebanon, 731 Castle Heights Court on the Castle Heights campus. Lebanon Center for Rehabilitation and Healing is providing 5-star clinical outcomes to short-term and long-term care residents. Call 615-444-4319 for a tour and to experience the new culture. Renewal happens here at Lebanon Center for Rehabilitation and Healing.
This is Kenneth Hackett, and I am running for Circuit Court Clerk. I served with the Tennessee Highway Patrol for 33 years and retired with more time in Wilson County than any trooper in the history of THP. I have worked with the court system 33 years and have a working relationship with all law enforcement agencies. I have proven that I am a dedicated public servant, that I have integrity, and I am a trusted leader. I am asking for your vote on May 3rd or during early voting. Paid for by the committee to elect Kenneth Hackett for Circuit Court Clerk.
It's time for a change in Wilson County. I'm Philip Warren, and I'm running for county mayor to provide a fresh perspective, proactive ideas, and lead with integrity. I believe in term limits from the courthouse to Congress. After 12 years, it's time for new leadership. I will lead as mayor as I've led in the past, with a focused vision and the goal of making government serve the citizens of Wilson County. Proven Republican, proven leadership. I'm Philip Warren, and I approve this message.
What is your passion? How can you use that passion to enrich your community? Hi, this is Melanie Minter, President and CEO of the Lebanon-Wilson County Chamber of Commerce. Your chamber is the resource for making connections to fulfill your passion. Whether education, nonprofit, agriculture, entertainment, or government relations, Wilson County offers a place for you to be involved. Your chamber connects businesses, individuals, and your passion to the community. We have an enthusiasm for excellence. Join us and catch the spirit. Call or visit our office at 149 Public Square in Lebanon.
This is Vincent Lenning from Burdine Supply, locally owned and operated for over 40 years. We provide residential and commercial plumbing and electrical supplies. We are located on Highway 70, just west of Highway 109. My staff and I are available to assist you with any project you may have. Conveniently located at 6966 Lebanon Road, Mount Juliet, Tennessee, quarter-mile west of Highway 109. Call us today, 453-9222, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Burdine Supply.
Hello, Wilson County. I am Larney Lassiter, candidate for county trustee. I was born and raised in Wilson County, and my dad always taught me to have a strong work ethic. For the past 36 years, I have been your hometown first responder. We need someone as trustee who will provide moral and ethical values, quality leadership, and a willingness to work hard. It would be an honor to serve as your trustee. Please vote Larney Lassiter in the May 3rd primary, paid for by a committee to elect Larney Lassiter.
Coleman and Company, thanks for joining us. Here we are on a Thursday morning, and Uncle Pete is here. Haywood P. Norman IV, but most people know him as Uncle Pete. Coffee from your truck stop you brought me this morning. Thank you very much. Everything.
And you were here early, so I can't use my famous saying, hi ho. Let's see, what is it? In a cloud of dust and a hearty high o silver. Get out of the way. Here comes Coleman. You came in at a regular speed, no dust behind you. Golly.
Well, I was telling you back last fall when I didn't get I had to take a couple of extra weeks off. I don't know. It just occurred to me. Maybe I ought to leave 5 minutes earlier every day. So I started doing that. It's a little better.
It is. It is.
Well,
You've heard of Spring Fling, correct?
yeah.
Okay, the Vietnam Veterans trailer will be there. So when you're out there wandering around looking for something good to eat and good to drink, stop by our big red trailer.
You do that quite often as opportunity presents.
Yes, sir. We do several different events a year, and that's primarily the Vietnam veterans. All three of the groups will be doing the 4th of July and the Field of Flags.
Mm-hmm.
And you can, if you would like to dedicate a flag to a loved one or to someone who's in the military now or whatever, you can come by Uncle Pete's Truck Stop, and we have the applications, and the flagpole will be tagged and will also have a number, and they will be installed in the front entrance of the fairgrounds to the right-hand side. And there'll be somebody with a computer. You come in and ask where your flag is, and they will pull it up on the computer and tell you which row and which number.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be several areas within the flags where you can take pictures with your families and with your kids and with your grandkids, and you can buy them there.
What kind of money are we talking about?
$35.
$35. All right.
And you can, if you leave it with us, it will be back automatically every year. Or you can take it home and put it up yourself. And people do that. I think we still have some of the flag boxes that you can buy, and somebody will help you fold it into a triangle and put it in the box, and you can put it on the mantle or hang it on the wall.
Well, now you're talking about $35. That's $35 each year to do that.
No, sir.
No,
$35.
Oh.
It'll be flown from now on for that first 35.
Okay.
So and because what we're trying to do, we have a little over 200 something flags flying, and we're trying to build it. We'd like to be able to fly 500 flags, and that would be an awesome sight.
Yeah.
And over the years, we've had school buses, we've had tour buses pull in and looking for something else, and then everybody's out and they're all through the flags and they're taking pictures. So we've had school children from Europe that have stopped, and it is an awesome place to get your picture, among a couple of hundred flags.
Yeah,
that's
right.
Pretty neat.
What else are you doing right now?
Well, our women's veterans home has got 3 elderly veteran ladies who have no family left. One of them has a rare type of cancer. We have to take her every month to Knoxville for treatment up there. That's the only place in this side of the Mississippi that does it. And those ladies, the house is over on Castle Heights Boulevard, all the way south on the left-hand side where you're going into Deer Run condominiums. And we currently have 3, and then we have some other ladies that are not veterans, but they are so wonderful that they have got a family. They look at it. I came in over there one day, and one of the older ladies was cooking breakfast for everybody. And I said, "How you doing?" She said, "Fine." And I said, "You cooking your breakfast?" And she said, "Oh, no, I cook for the house." And I said, "Well, honey, you don't have to do that." She said, No, I want to. This is my children. These are my children." And I thought, and that's an attitude that's worth $1 million.
Yeah.
These are my kids. These are my children. So.
You're to do what you do, take care of the veterans, young and old. You do have to have some money, and you do have some people who step up to the plate some, but your fundraisers mean a lot too.
Yes, the Rotary Club, and they're meeting this morning. The Breakfast Rotary Club, they fund our vehicles. They provide enough money for us each quarter that pays all the insurance and pays any minor maintenance, and it also pays the fuel. And that they've been doing that for several years. One of the vehicles says Rotary Veteran Shuttle on the front and the back and the doors, and the other one says the same thing. They have a place for all 4 Rotary clubs' names to be on it, but so far, for the last 4 years, only the Breakfast Rotary gets up early enough to have their name on it. And they're finishing up Stuff the Bus. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
Well, I got them a little donation this morning. Hopefully that'll throw us over and we'll beat the other Rotary Club.
Well, you're talking about the other Rotary, the Noon Rotary Club here in Lebanon.
Yeah, the ones that don't get up on time.
And 2 in Mount Juliet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got
right.
a breakfast and a noon in Mount Juliet. And they've helped from time to time. One of the members of the Mount Juliet Rotary Club, we had a vehicle being worked on, and he called me up, said, I heard one of your vehicles was down, and heard me on Coleman. And he said, I'll pay for that.
Yeah.
So when it was finished, I called him, and he dropped me a check by.
Well, that's nice.
So, yeah. So a lot of people listen, a lot of people, give in their own way, and that's what giving is all about.
Well, has the need changed much? I mean, I figure that if somebody leaves this area or passes away or whatever, there's somebody else probably comes along to take their place as far as
we have
the
moving
need
in
is
every day. We have moving in every day. California seems to be a place that people not going away from. Like that hillbilly place ought to be. They don't want to be there no more. I found out from this one that just moved in, a veteran, and we got him into some of our program. His taxes were $18,000 a year. His taxes.
property taxes.
Property taxes.
Oh.
He lived in San Francisco, and his house and the floor footage of his house and the grass in his backyard didn't have any front yard. Were they exactly the same?
Oh, wow.
He lived on one of them hills in a house that's, I think he said when he bought it 52 years ago, he gave $80,000 and thought that was ridiculous. He got $8.5 million for it when he sold it. And I'm like,
I'd be leaving California too.
yeah.
Oh, man. Well, we do have an influx of people here, and we're growing all the time.
What we don't have is economic housing. We don't have places for people to live. We still have people, veterans, living in the woods.
Really?
Some of them choose to. I spoke to a group of young ladies Saturday, and they were asking me about that, and I was telling them where they were at. And I said, any of y'all hear about the fire behind the theater? And she said, well, yeah, something about the woods were on fire. I said, no, that was a guy's tent in the woods that caught on fire.
Oh, I hadn't heard about that.
Yeah.
But there's some woods over there. I know where you're talking about.
They have a mayor. They have a constable. And they have paths back through the woods back there. There's several locations like that here in Wilson County.
And right now, they just can't seem to do any better.
Some of them don't want to.
Yeah.
Some of them can't. Some of them have some mental problems that keep them from doing things. I'm one of those that firmly believe that the worst thing our government did was close Central State, Eastern State, Western State, and the other state down in Chattanooga that housed mentally handicapped people. They don't know how to make a decision for themselves. Do you want to go outside or you want to stay in here? Yeah.
Yeah.
And, and the terrible thing is every one of those properties are being used for other things. They tore one of them down and somebody come in, they were going to have all these jobs. They were going to do all this stuff. That building's sitting over empty. right across from the airport.
Well, our time is about up here this morning, but it's always good to have you and to let people know what's going on as far as our veterans are concerned. And
Don't forget the 4th of July. We're also going to be selling barbecue out there.
all right.
So you can buy it by the pound, and the day of the 4th of July, you can buy it by the plate.
All right. Well, Pete, we'll try to do it again next month. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.
Pete Norman, and that is part one of Coleman and Company. Stay with us for more here on FM 98.9.
And it's now 7:29. Let's see what's happening on the roadways. Want to thank our friends at Bates Ford, and they've got that regular oil change, $28.95 up to 5 quarts oil, tax and disposal, $16.73 West Main. Now at traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning. It's busy out here, but it's moving. On 65 up through Brentwood, Franklin. Northbound is running a little bit slow in Madison. On 65 northbound there at Briley Parkway, they got a couple of cars up against the wall. 24 is starting to pick up even more coming up through the Jolton area. Gatlinburg Wine Cellar is home of the world-famous cotton candy wine. Log on to GatlinburgWineCellar.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
This is Wilson County Mayor Randall Hutto. Our time spent together has undoubtedly been a story of triumph. We have quite literally been through the storm, and together we've emerged stronger than ever. After a decades-long career as an educator and a coach in Wilson County, one thing I know to be true is that when it comes to being Wilson County strong, we all proudly wear the same jersey. We will always face many challenges, but with you on my team, we will face them head-on, and we will keep Wilson County great. Vote Coach Hutto on May 3rd, Republican primary. God bless. Paid for by committee to elect Randall Hutto mayor.
The refreshing cool after coming in from a hot summer day. The perfect temperature to kick off your shoes and relax with a good book. When the weather heats up, a new Rheem AC system will surround your family in total comfort. Are you feeling it? Rheem, the new degree of comfort.
Financing available through TVA's Energy Right program and your local power company. Call Randy's Heat and Air 237-3604.
Rheem, the new degree of comfort.
There's a reason why more home buyers and sellers trust A.G. & Johnson Realty and Auction to get the job done. A.G. & Johnson offers what you want: more knowledge, more personal attention, more convenience. When you love what you do, it shows. That's why we have been voted the best of Wilson County by you, our clients. Discover the A.G. & Johnson difference. We are trusted by your neighbors for a reason. Call 615-444-0909 or visit us online today, agandjohnson.com. Your community trusted realty and auction company.
This is Ray Edwards with Powell & Meadows Insurance Agency. For your home, auto, life, and health insurance, Powell & Meadows can assist you with a plan that's right for you at a price you can afford. We also provide business insurance, including commercial property, general liability, business auto, and workers' compensation, tailor-made for your company. With locations in Lebanon, Carthage, and Lafayette, Powell & Meadows Insurance Agency can start saving you money today. Call 444-7000.
It's all about taking care of you, and THW Insurance will do just that. Are you looking for home or auto insurance? THW represents Westfield Insurance and other fine companies. Together, they will protect you and your family. Call Joe Bumgartle at 615-904-6390 or stop by Wilson Bank and Trust, 2640 South Church Street in Murfreesboro.
This is Jason Partlow with Partlow Funeral Chapel and Partlow Cremation Center. Our family is committed to providing superior service to you and your family with personalized funerals, memorial services, cremations, and pre-planning. Our staff will help you in creating a meaningful service, allowing your family and friends to come together to remember and honor your loved one's life. Thank you, Lebanon and Wilson County, for your continued support. Family owned and operated since 1979.
We're kicking off a warming trend that will carry us through the weekend. Some clouds today with a high of 78. Expect more clouds with lows in the upper 50s overnight. Then lots of sunshine in store Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Look for low 80s each day. This weather forecast is brought to you by Walker Auction and Realty, professional auction and real estate services. Get top dollar for your home, land, or personal property. Log on to MikeWalkerAuctions.com. They know auctions. That's a look at your forecast. I'm number one Ned.
And we can continue here for a Thursday morning. Welcome to part 2 of Coleman and Company. We're ready to talk about A.G. & Johnson Realty and Auction, 728 West Main here in Lebanon. Jay and Helene are with us this morning. Jay White, good morning to you.
Good morning, Coleman.
Helene Cash, good morning.
Good morning, Coleman. How
Nice
are you?
to see you both. I'm doing well, and the sun is shining. It's a beautiful day in America, at least in Tennessee.
Absolutely.
Well, we've got 2 auctions to talk about this morning, Jay.
We do. We've got a busy end of the week here for us this week. Tonight we're out in the No-Ring community, out on Simmons Bluff Road, out at 6431 Simmons Bluff. We've got an antebellum home out there. If you're interested in an older home, a restoration project that is period correct, that needs a little attention, but a beautiful home sitting on a beautiful piece of land. It's just pristine when you drive up by it. It's
the picture on your flyer here is just one of beauty. I mean, it's an older home. We did a lot of those are no longer exist, but this is one that has been kept up. Like you said, may need a little repair, but this would be a treasure for somebody, I believe.
It really will. I mean, it's period correct, I like to say. I mean, it does have all its original qualities there. And I was talking to a fellow the other day that his grandmother and his great grandmother and great grandparents lived in this house, and he said he could remember going when he was a child to visit them, and he said this was the only house in No-Ring, or one of the first houses in No-Ring that had gas lighting. It was before the electricity came out, but they had gas.
Yeah.
All the fixtures and all the lighting, and it was gas. But
a lot of history here, and 2 big chimneys on each side.
Cut rock chimneys on each side. It'd be a beautiful place to restore and raise a family out there.
All right, that's at 6 o'clock today.
6 o'clock tonight. 6 o'clock tonight. We'll be out there. We'll be out there a little earlier. If you want to come out and take a look a little early, and you can be there 4:30, 5 o'clock. We'll be out there. We'll have it open for you, and we look forward to seeing everybody out there tonight. It'll be a good afternoon, a good evening. The weather should be good, so come out and be with us. And then Saturday morning, we'll roll on to Saturday. We're down on the lake. We're down on Old Hickory Lake, selling a beautiful home down there. It really is. It's at 2987 Cooks Road. It's a 2-story. It's absolutely a spectacular brick house down there.
It sure looks nice on your picture here.
It's on over 8 acres. It sits right out on the peninsula. Beautiful water view. The whole back of this house is just windless. I've never been in one quite like it. I mean, in every room in this house on the back side, you can look out and see the water. It's got a gazebo out back. It'd be a great home for entertaining. It's also, it's got a little horse barn if you want to have some animals out there, and then it also has a kind of a finished garage with kind of a conference room if you need a place to work, or if you're in the music business, or just had a large family that they wanted to, if you just needed to push them outside and have a little distance. It is a beautiful place out there, and we've also got some great personal property out there to sell. I mean, there's a lot to do out there. We've got 2 nice vehicles, lots of nice furniture. We'll be there most of the day, so I didn't plan anything else on Saturday, so we hope to stay. We'll be there most of the day selling all of those items.
And that all starts at 10 o'clock.
All starts at 10.
Helene, what do you got to say this morning?
I'm going to say, if you come on out on Saturday, because there's an English fountain garden with the gazebo, so that's pretty amazing. And what Jay was saying, where push that family out too, that would make a great music studio. And one of the aspects were that whole area of windows where you get to overlook the lake. But there's one of my favorite aspects. There's a portico share on the side of that house, where that covered porch on the side, where you just pull that car up, that covered area. It's just an amazing home to come see. But it's a great time to still buy and great time to still sell. Right now, interest rates have ticked up just a little bit. They're at 5.5% today, and we don't know where they're going. And I know that Bob was on earlier this week from Cedarstone talking about interest rates. But they have ticked up just a little bit. So it's a great time to list that home. If you're looking, it's a great time to still look to buy. Things are on the market just under 2 weeks. Things are moving quickly. So if you're looking to buy or sell, give us a call. Auctions are moving fast. We have 2 this week. We are booked out, but we still have room to schedule more auctions. So you can give us a call at 615-444-0909 to schedule your auction.
Right. You're going to do your best to take care of them, whatever their needs. But,
Absolutely.
Really, auctions is something I think you both love. And Jay, I know you do. You talk about it all the time.
That's all I know, Coleman. That's all I know.
Well, if you are interested in listing your property, give them a call. And, of course, you can go to the website and check out what they have available, www.agandjohnson.com. So, anything before you go this morning?
You know, my sinuses is bothering. What else? Well, you can tell us something a little more, I guess.
Well, it's a busy time, but and you are busy, but you take care of your customers and you welcome anybody if they got questions for you or any question involving auctions or real estate. You'll be glad to help them out if you can. I know.
Absolutely, we sure will.
All right. Well, good to have you. See you next Thursday.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate you coming.
Jay White, Helene Cash, A.G. and Johnson Realty and Auction, 728 West Main. And again, the phone number is 615-444-0909. All right. Melanie Mentor is here this morning, and you can choose which side you want to go to, or I'm going to make you move, I think. You usually get to the right, so that will be fine. And we welcome Melanie here to talk about what's going on at the Lebanon Wilson County Chamber of Commerce. She is the president and CEO, and we try to get her out here once a month to keep you informed and up to date as to what the chamber is all about here. We actually have 3 chambers of commerce in Wilson County, and y'all, I think you work together pretty well. The Chamber of Commerce has its place and means a lot, and the more active the chamber is and people who are members, the better our community is.
That's exactly right.
All right.
I'm
glad you agree with me.
We are the liaisons to all of our government. We are there for our businesses. We are there to provide community service to different people throughout the town. We want to, give that quality of life that we say that we have in our county. And we are just certainly happy to be a part. I remember Mark talked to you, I believe, last week. He was on the phone, and they had their big membership drive. And then Mark and I went together to Goodall Homes to the Preserve at Bell Point and got to speak to some realtors that were actually coming in from Williamson County, because we're growing and people want to be here and they want to live here. And we just want to make sure that we're getting the word out to all about Wilson County.
Well, I don't know exactly what we've got to talk about. That's why we say this program is live, spontaneous, and unrehearsed. But you always bring enough notes to go at least 15 minutes overtime, so I'm not going to worry about it.
Maybe not 15 minutes over, but I might have to, slow myself down a little bit.
Well, what is at the top of your list this morning?
Well, when
really?
I just talked about growth, yesterday we were out at Eastgate. So, after the tornado, all that has been rebuilt with the coaches. And we were out there yesterday with Jersey Mike's, their ribbon cutting ceremony. It was at 9 a.m. And that was a very exciting time for us. Michelle Foster Fuller, she's been, part of their marketing regionally for a while. And then she's also been at the Lebanon location, and now they have one over there on Eastgate. So we were very happy to be a part of that new business opening. As you know, over there are tons of other businesses that are opening. So we have our Subway and our Publix and our Whataburger and our Los Compadres, and I can go on and on. So the chamber's going to be busy heading out towards 109 soon.
I think it really adds to somebody's opening, and you kind of have a ceremony that you participate in, but for the chamber to be there and the presence that it brings to an occasion, it really adds to somebody's grand opening. Hey, we got the chamber here.
It's very important, and we do, dignitaries do come out, elected officials, and it means a lot to those businesses to know that they have the support that they need, and that's our job as a chamber, is to make sure that, we have people there supporting them, know that we are very happy for them to be in Lebanon or Wilson County.
Yeah, and to support a new business that opens its doors like that, maybe help them get a little bit better start, a little bit more publicity. People know a little bit more about them because of your involvement and their connection with you, of course.
That's exactly right. I mean, obviously after ribbon cutting, we do a press release that goes into the newspapers, and then other than that, I mean, we put them on our social media, which reaches over 7,000 people right now. So, it's amazing how many people, actually that we can reach for people to know that those businesses are out there and that we are supporting them as a county and a city.
And again, part of what the chamber is all about, and part of your responsibility, really, promoting the community.
Promoting the community.
All right. Let's take our break right here. Melanie Minter with the Chamber of Commerce here. We'll talk more in a moment on Coleman and Company, FM 98.9.
And let's see what's happening on the roadways. 7:44 now. And this update brought to you by our friends at Absolute Kubota Exmark. Large inventory of Exmark mowers for homeowners and commercial users. #1 selling brand, bought 2-to-1 over any other commercial mower brand. 1506 West Main. Now at traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning. Still busy right now, but it's moving on 65 as you make your way up through the Brentwood, Franklin area, coming up from Williamson County. Traffic's on the increase coming past the airport now on I-40 as you make your way in from Mount Juliet. Still finishing up an accident from earlier, 65 northbound near Briley Parkway. Again, that's going to be north of the city. Gatlinburg Wine Cellar, home of the world-famous cotton candy wine. Log on to GatlinburgWineCellar.com. I'm Commander Chuck. You're on-time traffic.
Now's the time to get a great deal on Kubota construction equipment, featuring durable Kubota engines, more comfort, more productivity, more get it done right. The Kubota construction lineup shows up ready to work every day. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 48 months, now through June 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
Absolute Kubota, 1506 West Main in Lebanon. Designer Carpets in Lebanon is your headquarters for flooring such as carpet, hardwood, laminate, vinyl, and tile from all of the major manufacturers. Designer Carpets installs luxury waterproof vinyl planks and tiles. They also do custom shower installations, backsplashes, and tub surrounds. Estimates are free and financing is available. Call Johnny or Rex at 453-3000. In business for 24 years at 1010 West Main, or visit designercarpetsoflebanon.com.
This is Coleman Walker inviting you to join Judge Barry Tatum and me for live election coverage starting when the polls close at 7 p.m. on May 3rd. Brought to you by A.G. & Johnson Realty and Auction, Burdine Supply, Designer Carpets, Hartlow Funeral Chapel, Powell & Meadows Insurance, Steve Mull Plumbing, and the Wilson Post. Early voting is now through April 28th. Join us for live election coverage of the primary election returns May 3rd starting at 7 p.m. on WANT FM 98.9 and WCOR AM 1490.
It's time for a change in Wilson County. I'm Philip Warren, and I'm running for county mayor to provide a fresh perspective, proactive ideas, and lead with integrity. I believe in term limits from the courthouse to Congress. After 12 years, it's time for a new leadership. I will lead as mayor as I've led in the past, with a focused vision and the goal of making government serve the citizens of Wilson County. Proven Republican, proven leadership. I'm Philip Warren, and I approve this message.
Hey, this is Paul with Bates Ford, and our vehicle purchase program has been a huge success. If you got something you want to sell, bring it to Bates Ford for a cash offer. Even if you owe money, we'll pay it off and give you the difference. And on the service side, we got some great deals. We got the Works program, which includes an oil change and a tire rotation, the cheapest oil change in town, the cheapest battery in town for $134 installed on most vehicles. That's Bates Ford, 1673 West Main, the dealer that'll trade for anything that don't eat.
A.G. & Johnson Realty and Auction, community trusted since 1977, is a proud sponsor of WANT's Live Election Returns. Thank you for voting A.G. & Johnson Best Auction Company and Best Real Estate Firm in Wilson County. Remember, it's your voice, your vote. Find us at agandjohnson.com or Facebook, A.G. & Johnson.
Coleman and Company, it's a Thursday morning. We welcome you to our final segment, and we're certainly glad to have our representative, our president, CEO, Lebanon, Wilson County Chamber of Commerce, Melanie Minter here, and we'll kind of pick up where we left off. But it's a busy time. Springtime is here. We don't have to worry so much about COVID and regulations now. That, for the most part, seems to be in the past and a welcome relief, really.
Right. Of course, you know, one of our passions is at the Chamber to make sure that we place people in the right areas of the things that we have to offer, but also a time for people to go out and have fun, and that kind of goes with our sports council. So to your point, it's springtime. People are wanting to get out more. They're wanting to network in a different way, and so we're just trying to provide all those different ways that we can offer to them. April 28th, so tonight, Hearthside Senior Business After Hours. So that's at 5 to 6:30 p.m. on North Castle Heights Avenue. So we hope to see everyone out there. We always love to go over the Hearthside, and Sean Dozier.
Well, Sean mentioned that, I think, last week that this was going to occur, and I know he's looking forward to it.
Yes, we always have a great time over there. We usually go over there once in the spring and then once during the holidays. So we're excited to be over there.
Does he have a Hearthside hello when you come?
I mean, I asked him the other day, I said, Sean, I mean, you never called out the Chamber in your Hearthside hello. So I bet the next time he probably will. He was in the office. He's done a lot for the Chamber, and we really appreciate him. April 29th, which is tomorrow, is our annual tennis tournament. So it's with Cumberland University. So we're certainly happy to be a part of our partnership with Cumberland. It will start at 2 p.m. We'll have beer, wine, and cheese. That will be provided by Sammy B's, and we'll have dinner that night by Zaxby's. Our title sponsor, Action Restoration. Other sponsors are THW, Novamet, Music City Logistics, Doris Gorman, and Jessica Klingler, with Exit Top C&D Realty. So we're very excited about that. We're going to have, over almost 40 players, men and women's doubles. So that's kind of fun, and it's coming back, and we're really excited to provide that for our community.
All right. Is it too late to be a part of that? Everybody already signed up, or?
We'll still take sign-ups.
Okay.
The more the merrier.
All right.
If you want to play, call us up. We know that number, don't we? 615-444-5503. That's right.
You play tennis?
I did. I
Yes.
don't currently. I actually had an injury in November with my neck and my back. But, I'm going to be coming out again next year. So.
Well, I hope you do. But it's not, I tried it one time. Every time I hit that ball, the thing sails on me. I never did refine my swing, so I'm no good at tennis.
Well, my strategy years ago just really frustrated people because I was never a hard hitter. I just played the game and knew where to place the ball. So that usually wins the game. But I haven't played consistently in a while. I do want to get back to it. It's been a lot. It's a lot of fun. We've enjoyed it. This is our second annual one. We did have one last year. Then on Saturday, we have a long day. Andrew and I are going to be at the city cleanup. So we'll be there to help out at 8 a.m. tomorrow. And then we also have our 13th annual Two Rivers Ford Bass Open Tournament over at Flipper's Landing. So if you're a fisherman and you want to call us today, we'll be glad to work you into that. So that's
a fundraiser for you, isn't it?
It's actually it is a fundraiser, and that is for our best all-around athlete luncheon. So we give away the two $1,500 scholarships, one for male, one for female. And this, thanks to Two Rivers Ford, we were able to give those to those students. That the athletic directors, coaches, principals, so they elect one of each from their school, and then a selection is made for that evening. All nominations actually go to that with their families and their principals and their coaches. So that's an exciting time for us. We're really excited about it. I'll tell you a little bit about who our speaker will be for that day momentarily. Then next week, May 1st through the 7th, Small Business Week. So we will be all over social media. We're going to ask everyone who has not who is not following the Lebanon Wilson County Chamber to please follow the Chamber. Share. We're going to ask you what your favorite places to shop, eat, play, dine. So we're going to have a lot of fun with that next week. So please watch out for that.
Okay.
We definitely want to celebrate all of our small businesses. And then May 3rd is primary election day. So today is the last day for early voting. So we do want to promote everyone to go out and vote. So that's something important.
And can I promote everybody listening to the radio on Tuesday night to see who wins and where everybody comes in?
You get the exciting time. Yes, I will be listening.
Well, thank you. Judge Tatum will be here with me, and MJ will be here, and Billy and Susie, and I don't know after that.
That's always an exciting night and time for the community to
Really
be able to
is.
listen. So,
Yeah.
so that everybody knows it is May 3rd. So they'll want to be tuning in that evening with you.
Thank you.
May 4th and 5th is the big payback. So I want to tell a little bit about that. That's for nonprofits, and we do have a nonprofit program roundtable at our chamber. So we do want to push that for all of the nonprofits in Wilson County. The big payback is an exciting 24-hour window for local nonprofit organizations to raise money. It does begin at 6 p.m. on May the 4th and continues until 6 p.m. on May the 5th. And this Giving Day shines a spotlight on local and creates a sense of energy around generosity. So donations are accepted for the Big Payback participants during this time through the secure website, thebigpayback.org. And I believe it's during different times that they give different amounts of money. So check with your favorite nonprofit in town and let them tell you what times that they want you to come out.
It's a time for these nonprofits to be benefited, and some of them are greatly benefited by the generosity of this day.
That's right. That's right. I do want a couple of promotions for marketing because we have lots of businesses out there that do want to know a little bit more about marketing and how they can create a strategy to succeed. So tomorrow morning, April 29th, 8 to 12, Speaker James Danella will be at the Hilton Garden Inn over at the on Providence Parkway in Mount Juliet. And he will empower you with the information you need to build on effective marketing plans. So please go and join him. We do have a link at the chamber. So if you are interested in that, we do ask you to give us a call as well. And then Mastermind class by Pinnacle Bank. It will be facilitated by Carol Ann Griffin, and that is going to be beginning on May the 4th. So there are different locations that she will be having that. So we'd love for you to be a part of that as well, and you can also call the chamber for that.
And there's a lot happening this week and next week.
This week and next week.
Yeah.
And this is just starting into May. We definitely encourage everyone at the chamber to go to the Wilson County National Day of Prayer. It is May 5th. It's at 7 p.m. at the Capitol Theater. So we do encourage everyone to go there. This has been a hard time for us the last couple of years, and we want to make sure that we are on the right track with prayer, because it's very important to us in our community.
Is there somebody that is actually in charge of that or responsible for that? Or?
There was a special lady that just decided to put it together. Senator Mark Pody will be there, Representative Susan Lynn, Mayor Randall Hutto, Mayor Rick Bell, Mayor James Manis, and more. So
Right.
there may be a few other special ones
Well,
there.
the Day of Prayer at Capitol Theater, and what time is that on the 5th?
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
7
Okay.
p.m. 7 p.m.
All right, you got a couple of minutes.
Couple of minutes. Okay. So I'll just go over a couple more things. The Rock the Block will begin, the Downtown Lebanon on the Historic Square, and that's with Downtown Lebanon Group and Historic Lebanon. It is sponsored by the City of Lebanon, Raven Flight, Lebanon Wilson County Chamber of Commerce, and Jack's Guitarology, which is on the square. So those dates are May 27th, June 24th, and July 29th. They begin at 6 and they go until 9. Live music, food trucks, fashion, and fun.
All right.
So we do encourage you to attend those because that'll be a lot of action.
Something like that happens on the square. Usually it's in the past it's been pretty well attended. We've had different names for it and maybe different types of music. It hasn't always been just exactly alike, but been well attended and people gravitate to that.
They do. They really do. And again, people are wanting to get out. They're wanting to shop. They're wanting to be with other friends and family, and it's just a great time to just go out and have a good evening. So,
and don't you just love a day like this?
Love a day
and
like
if it's
this.
even a little bit warmer than it is this morning, that's okay too.
That's exactly right. One last thing, Coleman, on May 13th is our best all-around student athlete, which we talked about with the Two Rivers Ford Bass Tournament where we raise the money. And our speaker that day will be Brad Hopkins. He played football for the Houston Oilers, the Tennessee Titans, and is currently an XM Sports analyst, commentator, among other things. All three of his kids were athletes.
Brad Hopkins.
I
remember him.
You remember him. All three of his kids were athletes, two in the professional systems, and I mentioned to you the oldest just won the Super Bowl ring with the Rams in his first full year of professional football. So we're very excited to have him coming in. That's May 13th, and that will be from 11:30 to 1, and the place to be determined. So we will let everyone know.
All right. Well, if you want to know more, just call Melanie. 615-444-5503. That's a chamber number.
That's the chamber number. Month of May is all education. So we have the Tennessee Scholars, and we also, it's all through our Business and Education Coalition. So we'll be giving out the medallions throughout all of the high schools. And then, like I said, the best all-around athletes.
Right.
So we're excited. Save the date, July 30th. It's our first annual book festival, and it will be at Hamilton Springs. We're going outside the square.
All right. Well, a lot of information here this morning. Melanie, always good to see you. Appreciate the good job you're doing, and we'll try to work you in next month.
Great.
All
Thank you
right.
so much to my staff.
All right. Join us tomorrow for Coleman and Covenant. Until then, I wish you a tremendous day.